What an atmosphere, as you could hear, as the players were introduced. Match underway.
Clever shot there. Nearly got it safe, apart from the red he missed. Yeah, the crowd are certainly up for this.
3.
Bit too close to the cushion for comfort.
4.
He has been playing quite a bit of snooker, some shows, and I've on 2 occasions been with him, and he's made maximum breaks on both occasions.
Well, should he have chosen to go into the pack there,
10.
he had the perfect angle. It would have split the reds all over the place. Unusually, he didn't go into the pack. Looking to perhaps
11.
Open the pack from the blue. Pink probably goes into the left corner.
Well, what a shot he's played there. How many players
13.
would have even thought of playing that? It looked like he was playing into the reds. He was playing to free the pink and black. And he's a bit unlucky that the black is finished so close to the cushion, but what a clever shot that was. See, the
14.
problem here is, mind, there might be a red at the back of that bunch that goes, so he can drop the black in without forcing it. And there is. It's amazing. He can sort of create a chance just in the blink of an eyelid, Steve.
21.
The most astonishing break builder we've ever seen in the game. One of his great strengths.
22.
Such a quick brain that allows him to play with such fluency.
29.
Played it perfectly.
30.
It wasn't easy to get the right side of the blue there. He was a bit too close for comfort to get the top spin on.
Well, those block colours always get in the way. I expected him to miss the yellow.
Picked out a shot to nothing, though. Not bad, and a decent safety shot.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 35.
Mark Williams would have been fearing the worst there, but a reprieve.
I think he might be able to get through to the red, the left corner. I'm not sure. Well, that's pretty tight, that. Yeah, he feels as if he can see enough of the red to pot it.
He may have to commit totally. I don't think there's a way of playing this safe at the same time.
1.
That was a terrific long pot.
And rumour
9.
on the grapevine is, in practice, Ronnie O'Sullivan has been flying. Made an astonishing amount of century breaks in the Championship League recently.
16.
A tournament played behind closed doors, but still competitive. He looks to be striking
17.
the ball beautifully. A little bit under pace. The green's missable, but strokes it in.
20.
Yeah, one of the big
21.
secrets of the game of snooker is being able to take your practice game onto the match table, and it's not every player that can do that. But this is certainly one of them. He plays the game as if he was in his club practicing. Having said that, he only needs one more red, so he's going to have to wait for another chance. Bit
Ronnie
unfortunate
O'Sullivan,
with the
28.
cannon there. A Mark Williams special.
1.
But it's a bit of a problem. He can't get through to the blue, I don't think, and he needs a colour, otherwise he'll need a snooker. That's a bit unfortunate.
He might be committed to swerving this very fractional swerve. I don't think the roll-up's any good to him behind the green. It's a judgment shot. He hasn't had much table time. Very tough to get this right.
No, I didn't
Mark
take
Williams,
the swerve.
one.
It was very, very tough to judge that, but he had to pot the blue. He was close to the cushion and he made it look ridiculously easy. So he's sending
8.
out an early message to Mark Williams, because all Mark
9.
has done is pot a fantastic red and been a bit unlucky not to drop on the blue.
I think Mark would have expected Ronnie to be playing sharply,
16.
Ronnie, but he wasn't firing
17.
straight away.
Doesn't matter
Ronnie
about the
O'Sullivan,
brown.
17. And the frame.
Mark Williams stays in his seat. It's been a fabulous start from the Rocket. Ronnie O'Sullivan takes that opening frame quite comfortably, and he leads Mark Williams by 1 frame to
I'd
nil.
say that Ronnie O'Sullivan is a more dangerous snooker player here than even the World Championship. I know he's won that 5 times, but one table set up right from the off. Won't be happy with the safety there. The harder he hits this, Dennis, the more it's going to stay in the pack. So he's got it relatively soft. It still went into the pack.
1.
That was like a trap he couldn't get out of.
Yeah, it was very difficult that. He'd probably nominate the green, I would think.
Wouldn't be so bad leaving Ronnie a sort of shot from the left-hand side of the table at that red.
He knows he could leave that red. That's why he's taking longer on the shot here.
He might have to have a couple of goes at this if he's going to choose more than one cushion. Could try and catch the backside of the blue somehow. But
Yellow ball.
three cushions for the yellow.
It's a pretty good effort. I'll
Great
tell you
shot.
what a
Great
shot he
shot.
played here. Wow.
Mark Williams, 1.
What an escape that was.
He needs to contain Ronnie at the moment. Confidence builder if he should get it in.
One.
Having to power it around the table. And really, he might be snookered when the blue goes back onto its spot. Yeah, a bit unlucky there.
Bit short of pace. Can
Mark
it creep
Williams,
behind the
6.
green? No. That may be second best if it's awkward queuing for Ronnie.
Yeah, just caught it too thin. You can do that when you're striking over a ball.
That looks tight. He's got to read into the right corner.
He just couldn't get himself out of there. With no shot, that was about the best he could do.
Doesn't have to play a pot, but the yellow looks inviting.
One. Mark Williams.
There was a lot of pressure on Mark with that pot there. Bit of pressure, a bit unlucky to leave it as easy.
The black is still awkwardly placed.
6.
If the red above the black pots, it would be
7.
opening up the black into the right corner. Plenty of chances to get blues before he gets to that situation.
As long as you
13.
keep getting the correct side of the blue, he's got, what, 3, 6 comfortable reds. In fact, 7, the one next to the black's okay also.
18.
He won't get on that red
19.
until he can guarantee the right position.
24. 25.
One good red after this blue. Could be back in prime position, the right side of the blue. Still makes it look so easy though.
30. 31.
The yellow's off its spot, so nothing in the way to prevent the cue ball from coming back up for those reds. And that looks to be a little bit further up the table. Got to play
36.
a pretty good shot now here. Yeah, it was the angle he got on the
37.
previous red.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 37.
It's danger. He's got to hit it very thin. Ooh, excellent shot. Nice flick on the yellow.
One.
Superb containing pot. Couldn't guarantee position.
Mark Williams, 1.
He's not wide. He's not shallow enough on this, and
Foul, a miss. Mark Williams, 4.
He's missed at the other side, has he?
Foul, a miss.
he's still in with a good chance in this frame. Mark Williams. This looks to be perfect.
We've seen a lot of the balls go in along the cushion here.
This is dangerous, but they do hug the top cushion. We've seen that. If Mark Williams has been watching the television, he'll know full well that that was the right shot to play. I know, Dennis, it's easy to sit here
8.
in the commentary box, but along the top cushion, the pockets look very big.
9. 16.
Perhaps just that green in an awkward position for an ideal clearance.
I'll tell you what,
17.
Steve, this could be a very early turning point if Mark Williams could get himself back all square. And as you said, the green is the key ball.
22.
But it's not that badly placed.
23.
Now, what sort of angle has he got on this yellow? I'm not sure. He doesn't want to be
28.
dead straight. And he's almost straight. But he can screw back behind the green and then play a snooker in behind the pink if he can't leave an easy pot. And that's maybe what he might decide to do. Although
30.
he can take it into the middle pocket.
Big shot now. It lets Ronnie O'Sullivan back to the table, but Ronnie will probably play this with pace.
Well, that's all you need. 3. Absolutely incredible. What a fluke that was. And that will hurt. Mark Williams, he's such
7.
a laid-back character. But listen, no player deserves that. That's amazing. Now this looks good. If he misses the pink,
12.
well, it's a little bit more difficult now. Will he play this left-handed? That's the question. Very unlucky for the Welsh from there. That was an unbelievable fluke that Ronnie O'Sullivan had, but you've got to take the luck when it's there. And the Rocket leads 2 frames to 0.
People think he does. He's very fluent, obviously, but he's got a 2-0 lead. What the last thing he wants to do is to let Mark in cheaply. He's aware of that. Poor safety shot, but got away with it. there's a gap he can get through with the cue ball. Great shot.
One.
And one of his great strengths always has been his concentration and his temperament.
In his prime, Mark Williams was granite when it came to pressure. Yes, he's been out of the
15.
big stage for a while, but you don't lose your class overnight.
16.
4 reds on the top cushion are a bit
23.
messy.
24.
So it's not completely clear cut.
31.
He's got a great attitude.
32.
Listening to his pre-tournament interview, he said, well, I might never win again, he said, but I'm back enjoying.
38.
And he's still capable of
39.
winning ranking tournaments.
Well, I've got to say,
45.
how easy he's taken these has been admirable. 3 reds and
46.
colours won't be enough. First weak shot, Dennis, there.
Just come up a little
53.
bit short. He wanted a nice, easy red. The one he's taking, he'd still get, but it could have been a lot easier than this. Had to go up
54.
the other end of the table. Look where he's hitting the cue ball there to create the backspin. Right down at the bottom of the cue ball.
57. 64.
It's a little bit further away from the cushion to sort of... Oh, this is one of Mark's trademark trick shot style. It's not clever, really, if it goes
64.
wrong. Never
Mark
looks
Williams.
great, but has he got away with it?
He only needs a red and, well...
2 cushion drop onto the 3 reds. Seems to be nice at the moment. He'd be happy with that.
And gradually, Ronnie's bringing all those reds into play. Well, he did take the pot on, but I think he might have been better just making sure and finding the gap back down the table. He's opened the reds up.
Well, this is not a certainty. Great shot.
One.
He made it look like a certainty the way he struck that. He's been striking the balls very positively, Ronnie. Usually strokes them in. It may have been the shots he's been left in the match so far, but
4.
hitting the ball with great authority. Mark will have been pleased to see that pink go to the side cushion.
5. 10.
Hampered slightly for the red to the right there, choosing the one near the black.
11.
Amazing. It looked like the frame was all over not so long ago and the balls were safe. All of a sudden, Ronnie O'Sullivan's got a bit of a chance here.
18.
That last red was just
19.
fantastic. If he misses it, he's lost the frame. He just cued it beautifully. Well,
26.
from the side cushion, that was a tough shot. And Ronnie O'Sullivan's making this look
27.
Like a walk in the park so far. Still a couple of difficult shots to go. Oh.
34.
These are precious shots. He's given himself a chance to win this frame. Mark Williams' only hope is the pink.
35.
I mean, when he came to the table, you would have thought that he's got no chance of clearing up. And
Foul.
after all that, can you
35,
believe
Ronnie O'Sullivan.
what's happened?
7, Mark Williams.
That is quite amazing. He was flying along, and how often would you see, well, any snooker player do that? It just shows what can happen on that green baize.
The screw back part. After a big screw back, you've got to be careful you haven't taken all the chalk off the tip.
Frame Mark Williams.
Well, Ronnie stays in his seat. It looked like he had a chance to pinch the third frame, and that uncharacteristic miscue meant that Mark Williams took the third frame, and he's now just one behind.
Too many of them in this tournament.
I don't know about you at home, but we're certainly enjoying this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think every match in the Masters, Steve, is, good enough to be any final.
Even for these top players in the world. It's a bit of a shock to the system for your first match to walk out in front of 2,000 people. It looked ominous, and he's got the help with a miscue. Has that changed the pattern of this match?
1.
Well, it's turned out nicely on the green. Not certain to get it in, but...
Yeah, I think the whole crowd thought that white was going in the pocket.
4. 5.
He's just about okay. I'll just show you the shot again, but it looked as if it was going to head into the corner pocket, but just caught the jaws. Didn't get the right side of the blue there, Mark, but and being a left-hander, it should be straightforward.
I've got to say,
11.
Mark Williams looks pretty sharp as well. May not look as fluent as Ronnie O'Sullivan around
18.
the table, but he's always been one of the fastest players on the circuit, Mark Williams. His shot
19.
times have always been pretty low, and as he's getting amongst the balls now, as you can see, there's not much difference between the two players.
26.
Key shot coming up here, opening the reds and getting through onto the black, hopefully. Played it nicely.
27.
Well, so easy to underhit or overhit those shots, Dennis. And he's underhit that
34.
by a little bit. Still able
35.
to keep control. He's got the red into the middle.
42. 43.
He walks so slowly around the table,
48.
player, but as Steve said, he's such a quick, fluent. He's just got a great rhythm around the table.
Mark
Little
Williams.
lapse in
48.
concentration there.
Yeah, the blue wasn't good. A bit short of pace.
Well, that's the first miss, really, from Ronnie, but just wondering if that miscue, still thinking about that.
Well, we know from past experience that Ronnie's a bit of a worrier when it comes to the tip of the cue.
I know what you're thinking, Steve, but those days are long gone.
One.
We'd like to see this yellow go in. Kick. Took the pace out of the cue ball.
Without the kick, it would have been a straightforward shot. Nicely played.
4.
Now, can he see the black? That's the question. If he can, he'll take this fourth frame, and he can't. He's unlucky.
Good throw. There is a way of playing the black, sending the white ball off 4 cushions and getting down behind the green if that pink goes. Oh, superb.
10.
This is a very difficult red, should he choose to take it on with slightly awkward cueing.
Mark Williams, 10.
Nearly over the line, but not quite.
One.
Well, similar scenario to the previous frame. Ronnie in with a possible chance.
Seven.
No better player in the game than Ronnie O'Sullivan for knocking balls off of cushions during a break and deciding when's the right time to do it.
13.
He tried to flick this red out, knowing full well if he did
14.
miss it, he'd be on a colour. Could he play the blue off of the top cushion, knock the red off the side and be guaranteed on the one to the right of the pink? Chose not to play it like that. Thought he could have.
Well, the angle was there.
Perhaps he thought it was going to collide with the red if he hit it too hard.
And this has turned
20.
out nicely. He's got the perfect angle on the black to bring that red next to the pink into play. Oh, he snookered himself on that. But he's right back in this match. Doesn't want to hit the brown.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 27.
And the target now is the brown for the players with their safety shots. If you get anywhere near the brown, every chance of getting a snooker behind the yellow.
It's a frame winner, but it's not guaranteed. He got a kick and it's gone wide.
Mark Williams, 1.
Trying to use the blue or the yellow as a snookering ball. No. Couldn't have asked for better.
Terrific reception from this crowd here.
Well, a way out there, and has he got away with it? I don't think it's anything else other than a very risky double. Oh, he's underhit it. Oh, that's an awful shot. That's a massive mistake by Mark Williams not to have guaranteed what was a very easy snooker.
Well, he's had a little bit of banter with the crowd, and the crowd, I think, have taken to the Welshman here. And this is a pretty good result. I think if it pulls up or hits the brown.
Well, Mark Williams has got a chance to perhaps get that brown a bit closer to the cushion, which makes the clearance harder. Oh, it went!
He's definitely one of the best potters the game's ever seen, is this Welshman. Well, it doesn't matter about missing that. Ronnie said,
Mark Williams, 8. And
that's enough, and he goes off to the mid-session interval. And I'll tell you what, Mark Williams will certainly be the happier of the two players. He goes off, and we're all square at 2 frames all.
Not getting a fair slice of luck early on in this frame. Good shot, and he's on the pink. Well, the course of this match seems to have changed after that miscue from Ronnie O'Sullivan.
8.
Yeah, funny enough, I was talking to Mark Williams at the mid-session interval about this shot here, and it was as if Ronnie hadn't made his mind up, because Mark said, why didn't he just stun the black and go up? It looked as if he was trying to screw back, so maybe he hadn't made his mind up. And that little bit of indecision caused him to just dip
14.
the cue slightly, and that's why he jumped over the top of it.
Well, it's a chance,
15.
but it's not a clear-cut chance yet, but...
Oh, he's underdone that. He played for the red at the back of the bunch, and he's left himself snookered on that.
I mean, it wasn't great getting on that red anyway, because it was going to be hard to
21.
guarantee. Hit that a little bit too thin.
One.
Difficult to control the cue ball from that type of shot.
Four. 5.
Overscrewed. Now in playing this, you should be able to develop reds, should he so wish.
12.
There's a couple have poked their nose out. Brown was a two-cushion choice to get on that loose red. And actually,
14.
if he had have played the brown, he would have been guaranteed straighter on this red.
14. Mark Williams.
I think he should have played the brown there, Dennis. I know if he doesn't underscrew the yellow, he's okay, but...
Yeah, he left that white in a terrible spot for him. He almost pulled that off and brought the black into play, but he didn't get on the red, as you said, as he intended. And Ronnie immediately taking the opportunity of opening all the balls up.
Nine.
Still an awful lot for Ronnie to do here.
16. 17.
Well, the one along the top cushion certainly not safe.
24. 25.
Chance now, should he wish to get on the red on the side cushion. He's taken that opportunity early.
31. 32.
Could also take the opportunity to get on the red on the top cushion
39.
as the second last red.
40. 47.
No.
47. Ronnie O'Sullivan.
I know this top cushion, the ball's clinging to it, but if you don't hit it correctly, they won't go in.
He sent that away from the pocket.
1. 8.
Nicely on it this time. Trundle through with a cue ball.
9.
This would hurt Ronnie O'Sullivan.
15.
Couldn't ask for the balls any better.
Yeah, and he
17.
doesn't have to worry about getting from blue to pink.
20.
The green, the brown and the blue would be enough.
24.
Well, he's not bothered about the black. It's a frame that could have gone either way, but in the end, it's the Welshman who takes it, and that's 3 in a row.
Good safety here. What we do know about Ronnie O'Sullivan is he's prepared to fight and play his way back into a game, but, well, that was debatable.
He's been very fortunate. He took the pot on, and once he missed it, a little smile from Ronnie there. He knows he's had a result. He could quite easily have put Mark Williams right in amongst the balls there. And
another excellent safety. Both players now finding that bottom cushion pretty well.
I don't know if he can take the pot on. It's a shot to nothing. Might be able to here. Yeah, he can do it.
Oh, he would have thought that was in. 4 cushions behind the yellow. 3 cushions behind the yellow. Bit unfortunate perhaps that red ball's come out. He's got a good pace on the cue ball.
So he's having to take the yellow. Has he got a slight angle here? Not much. Just enough, though, to get the cue ball back up the table. And how's your luck, Mark? Not bad.
3.
Can he manufacture a break from this position? He's certainly done a lot of damage to the Reds there. I think he's beginning to fancy the job here today. I wonder what the betting would be, Dennis, if the scoreline was 4-2. Excellent rest player, Mark Williams.
16. $17.
Needs to really get a few high-value colours with these Reds to make the chances of getting over the finishing line.
19.
Oh, he's got into that too much.
20.
That spoiled it.
Really didn't get enough backspin to kill the cue ball there.
Blue ball.
Touching ball on the blue helps. Can put the yellow safe, perhaps. Well, rolled off.
Mark Williams, 20.
Ball looked like it rolled off a fraction. His reaction said that anyway.
And this is tough. Where's the black?
Foul.
Unbelievable.
Mark Williams, 7.
Cleverly worked through the gap. Has to be played, really. You won't like it much, but you'll like it a lot more now. Great shot.
1.
It needs to pull up, and it's just about okay.
4.
He's looking in great shape here, is the Welshman. And every chance now of making it 4 in a row, and the whole match has swung round ever since Ronnie miscued on
6.
that black off the spot.
7. $13.
It was always going to be a tough match for Ronnie O'Sullivan. It's Mark Williams that's doing all the damage.
21.
Whilst Mark Williams may not be the force he was at the turn of the century,
28.
tougher draw for Ronnie O'Sullivan. than some others in the tournament.
29.
Doesn't matter, he's overcut that.
Mark Williams, 29 and the
And
frame.
the Welshman marches on. Ronnie stays in his seat. And Mark Williams has taken another frame.
2 frames to 4 behind.
Yes, and the reality is he's got to really win this frame, and that's not the best way to go about it. He had to screw back there. The pink and black were tied up. I'll tell you what, they're certainly tied up now. Look where the black's finished up. And every indication that we could have another scrappy frame with the black going into the pack, and as the boys in the studio said,
And he butchered that one. And he got the pink and black out. Certainly the black. What an awful outcome from Mark Williams' perspective.
1.
From something that looked like it was a reasonable chance with not too much danger. And now Ronnie O'Sullivan needs to flick the switch, move through the gears. Didn't want to be colliding with that red.
8.
And if any player can go from 0 to hero, it's Ronnie O'Sullivan.
9. 16. 17.
can he start playing the way he started the match?
24.
A little bit under hit, perhaps.
25.
Nicely recovered. Beautifully controlled. Didn't give it everything in the backspin department.
32.
Kept that cue ball in the middle of the table. That's the art of smashing into the pack.
33. 37. 38.
And all of a sudden, normal service looks to have been resumed. Striking the ball beautifully. How well did he strike that left-handed?
Well, he's had to play it with topspin.
40.
Yeah, topspin and left-hand side with the opposite hand. That was special.
41.
No reason now why he can't go on to secure the frame. But we've seen what happened on a black earlier on.
Showing great character.
49.
The range of shots is just wonderful, but he hasn't come to this event just for a bit of match practice. When Ronnie O'Sullivan turns
56.
up for an event like this, he's come to win. So you put the preparation in.
57. 65. 72. 73.
Frame well and truly safe now. He's already made 802 century breaks.
80.
That is quite astonishing.
81.
And it hasn't taken him very long.
88.
So there's
89.
no rust there, I can tell you.
Possible 139 on, although I would assume that he might play it as a 137.
Mark Allen made that. And there's £10,000
97.
for the high break prize. Well, that may be the end of break, but what a fabulous century
Ronnie
break.
O'Sullivan,
His back
104
against
and
the
the
wall. 4-2 behind. How did he respond? He got one chance and he made a century break. Oh, he sent the red over the corner pocket. Not good. Got a good cue ball, but didn't think he'd double the red over the corner, but he did. Oh, a bit unlucky. He tried an exhibition type shot there with a lot of top spin. Surely he can't cut that in. Look at the angle from there. He's got it. What a shot. What a cutback that was.
8.
And he's a bit unfortunate by the looks of things, but dear me, they don't come any thinner than that.
Oh, big shot.
Mark Williams, 8.
One of his greatest strengths, being able to work out a aggressive shot to nothings. Obviously this red goes, but it's not as clear-cut a chance.
Perfect, and he's got an angle to stun down between the brown and yellow. And an early chance.
6. 7.
Red, blue, and then up for the
9.
reds that are close to the black.
10.
In fact, this one here will help to clear the pink.
15.
You can still get through to the black.
16.
Removing that has opened the pink up somewhat also.
23. 31. 32.
If he can get to that 68 points on the bar there, the frame will be safe.
39. 40.
I think that kicked slightly. It took a little bit of pace out of the cue ball there. I finished dead straight on the blue because of that contact. Just see the red jumping, but still okay.
45. 46.
And I mentioned I was having a chat with Mark Williams at the mid-session interval, and he was saying, how well is Ronnie hitting the ball? You know, not often you hear someone talk about their opponent, but he said,
52.
doesn't he strike the ball? Fantastic.
Yeah, I think the main burners have been ignited here.
53.
It's always risky when you're having to play cannon.
60. Ronnie O'Sullivan, 60.
Now that's unfortunate.
1.
He may be forced into taking a very difficult green now because he's behind by so many. He's got to take this on. Great shot.
4. Mark Williams, 4.
Well, Mark Williams took a risk trying to cut that red in. He could have played a nailed-on safety shot. Kept the frame on the boil, but
6.
it's all over now.
7. 14. 15. 22.
2 frames behind in a matter of some 14 minutes. He's all square.
23.
Got a bit of a kick
Ronnie
on that, but he
O'Sullivan,
wasn't really
23.
concentrating on the pink. It was a magnificent effort of 60, but it has to be said, Mark Williams was very unfortunate when he cut that black in, but Ronnie O'Sullivan's back. It's 4 frames all. Yeah, great buzz around the crowd again after those 2 frames from Ronnie O'Sullivan. Well, acknowledged by a tap on the table there. Oh, double kiss. Oh, he's got away with it. Who's a lucky boy? And have a look at this. He's having a selfie. I mean, that gentleman shouldn't be allowed there to have that, but that shows you what Mark Williams is like. What has he spotted here? Is this plant on, or can he make it into a plant? Possibly.
No, he made it not into a plant. It was a plant until he overcooked it.
No, he had to hit it fuller, didn't he? Because it's just like a squeeze effect when you hit the first ball.
Eight.
Never easy. He didn't get on
9.
the red as he intended.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 9.
Oh, he's missed it completely. He's missed a couple up and down the table, hasn't he? Not great, but could end up great if it just gets behind that green. Oh,
You can see enough of this. It's not an easy starter for Ronnie. But he's just off straight. Not easy, this.
1.
Now, one good pot here and a cannon, and he's right in business again. So here we go. Ronnie's in first again.
9.
it was a superb opening red.
16.
And as things are currently, it looks like he's going to finish off the match in fine form.
17.
You never know if there's another twist in the tail, though.
One of our top referees now.
24.
Another cannon needed.
31.
Could have worked out better. Closer than he would have liked to this red. Made it look very
32.
easy. Easy to jab at those ones. Looks like Ronnie O'Sullivan's going to
38.
get over the line here. Interesting to see how
39.
Mark Williams will perform on the back foot.
Well, I suppose you can only perform if you get a chance.
44. 45. 51.
This
52.
is not far from being over this frame. He's got to be careful with the reds. He's leaning over there. Bit of a distraction. If he cannons this red, he's okay. If he drops in behind it, he's not okay.
55.
Just can get to the potting angle.
56. 61. 62. No.
You wouldn't put anything
78.
past this player. He is a delight to watch. He really is.
85.
Great to see him back and playing like this. Missed the UK
86.
and the Champion of Champions, where he could have defended both of those titles, but chose not to. But he's back at his brilliant best here.
92. 95.
It's a certain
99.
sixth.
104
century breaks for Ronnie O'Sullivan. And a little exhibition shot to finish it off with.
110.
And this crowd at Alexander Palace enjoying every minute of this.
117 on the frame.
The rocket really is on fire as both players leave the arena. That's the beautiful Waterford Crystal Trophy that they're playing for. Well, and John Parrott wants to see a deciding frame, but I don't think Ronnie O'Sullivan would like a last frame.
8.
Those two reds
9.
have got to be sorted out. Could easily go wrong, any cannons on those. It just goes that outside red, which is very handy.
16.
And a nice little settler to the
17.
start of this frame for Mark Williams. He hasn't really had much table time, so the way this has turned out, just get his arm going, but he'll have a nice lead.
25.
I think he can run through for the black again.
32.
Looking at that angle, just about.
33.
So red goes through the gap near the pink. Chose to go into them. Not ideal cueing.
Play
40.
for the blue this time, so he'll quickly forget about all blacks.
It's handy, he could get his cue quite low there through a gap.
41.
Okay. He's a little bit underpaced, but he should be able to control this blue for the loose red. Screwing in and out of balk. A bit short as well, but just about got there.
46.
His temperament is superb, as we mentioned a few times. He's the sort of player, he could come
47.
out of an arena, he could have won a match 6-0 or lost the match 6-0, and his expression would still be the same.
Is that a plant? That's massive if it is. Oh, he's got the Norfolk. Oh, he's not even on the plant. Oh, no.
$50.
Well, that's so unfortunate because the white has come back no distance at all.
Not certain.
Yeah, because you could squeeze it away from the pocket. You can't really get a ball safe here. Can you just see enough of that? Might have possibly.
Mark Williams, 50.
Perhaps he was playing that red all along. It wasn't just a plant, but that felt like he was playing for a plant. Well, Mark Williams is now going to be forced, I think, to go up and down the table off the top cushion and try and thin snick one of those three reds in a line.
He's pushed one over the pocket and he hasn't covered it. Great chance for Mark Williams now. One good positional shot here and we could have a deciding frame. played the shot with loads of drag and bottom.
He was
to hold-
walking. He thought he got it. Oh, well, if Ronnie O'Sullivan gets on a ball colour easily there, I think he's favourite in the frame to win the match, but there's a red begging to be potted over the pocket, though. He's got to strike this well. Oh, how well did he strike that?
Well, there's not a ball safe on the table, and that missed red could be so costly. It looked almost certain to pot this. Played it with lots of bottom, thought he'd potted it, and then all of a sudden, shock horror, it didn't drop. An absolutely superb match to watch.
21.
And it's gone deathly quiet now at the Ali Pali.
28.
Can't do anything about it. You got to sit and watch and hope that something goes wrong for your opponent.
35. 36. 44.
He's underscrewed that. Just left himself the wrong side of the blue, so having to take the pink. Now, what sort of a cannon has he got here? It's not perfect. There's a little bit of in
50.
between the middle or the corner. So one more good shot needed here. It's not there.
Ronnie O'Sullivan.
It's not
50.
over just yet. It should have been, but he went slightly out of position there.
1.
Well, he knocked it in, but he'd have liked it a bit further away from the cushion than this. What a pressure pot this will be. Yeah, one good screw back.
10.
It looked like it was all over. What twists and turns we've had in this frame.
13.
Mark missed that sitter of a red. Ronnie looked like he was going to clinch the match.
John Parrott gets his wish.
17. 22. 28.
Absolutely fantastic. As the black goes in, the scores are all square. Who's going to go through to the next round? That's the big question. We've got a deciding frame. It's 5 frames all. Oh, he's done that for the second time.
Played it with safety. Got a good cue ball.
There is a path round the back of the black, and Mark Williams will take it on, that's for sure. But tensions are rising, and he's got away with it. The red's going to run safe.
Welcome to the twilight zone. Surely this doesn't cut in. Surely it's a safety shot. Wait, is he playing the cut? It's off the cushion. Well, I didn't like that much. I thought the safety shot was nailed on, but it's going to be hard to make a break with the blue off the spot at the moment.
Wow, what sort of power can he generate here? Oh, he threw everything into it.
1.
And
What a great shot. What a great shot that was. Well, 2 incredible screwbacks there from Mark Williams. Usually you see Judd Trump or Neil Robertson play,
4.
but he got the pink into play, and this is a chance.
And still, he looks as cool as a cucumber out there.
10.
He played for the blue there, but he's actually now giving himself a chance, should he want to open the pack up. Went in softly, could be that he didn't go in hard enough. He should have committed more. Does it go in the middle though?
Oh, if it does,
15.
he can get on the pink. He might be okay.
Perhaps he knew that.
$16.
See the look in his face. He's fired up, completely fired up. He's got to be careful with this one. Which he was, but he just let the white ball run away. He's cuttable, this red, but he's no control on the cue ball.
22.
And he doesn't want to just cannon into the red. It's hard to avoid that. It's a natural cannon. And he managed to get round the back of it. But he doesn't want to be straight on the blue.
23.
No. Tried to cannon the pink and reds there.
Mark Williams, 28.
So he got the snooker. He's very quickly there to see.
He's just going to play and swerve this a little bit just to catch the edge of the red. Now, where does he put this?
Well, he must have been in severe trouble to have to risk that type of shot. Great strike.
1.
He's on the green, is he? What a superb strike that was. Didn't look much, but off the cushion. Small reprieve for Mark Williams, because Mark can probably
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 1.
find a way into the pack to keep things contained.
Coming off a couple of cushions rather than directly into them. And that, is that hard enough? Yep, plenty of pace, but he could still push it on. He might have. That wasn't a straightforward escape for Mark Williams there. Wow, how close was that?
The near jaw is always the one you don't want to hit, especially on these match tables. Perhaps a club table they slide in.
I like that shot a lot. That was quite clever from Ronnie O'Sullivan.
Mark Williams can obviously see the left-hand side of the pack, but what he's frightened of doing is opening up the reds. I think he's just got to play a half-ball safety and hope the balls don't go into a potable position, but he's thinking it's like a risk. He's summing up a risk.
Well,
not the 3-ball plant, the weird plant.
Well, the
That's
weird
madness.
plant would have to be to knock the red that's near the cushion onto the pink to make the plant. He just can't see an easy safety shot, but surely
not. Surely not. No, he's turned it down.
Well, that's what Joe thinks of the plant. Well, what in the end did he play there? That was definitely the wrong choice. He thought long and hard, and boy, what a shot he took on there.
Well,
1.
it was always pushing to the top cushion. Well, surely the safety shot would have been a better option.
Well, he knew if he pulled that tough plant off, he could have won the match. Now can Ronnie O'Sullivan
9. Turn that phone off, please.
hold himself together? Yeah, I was just going to say, if Ronnie O'Sullivan can just keep himself together here.
Go.
He might well need that last red on the side cushion.
19.
He will
20.
do.
Well, everyone was looking forward to this match. They were looking forward to Ronnie O'Sullivan coming back after that 8-month layoff.
7.
And you see little things. That cannon, well, he's still just about okay, but that's a bit of a
35.
stretch. He made it look easy. It's fascinating to see how he goes about moving that difficult red that Steve mentioned.
43.
Well, he's got he can
44.
get an angle on the second last red and flick it into play and be guaranteed on a balk. Under the circumstances, he's still got to play the shot right, but perhaps a little bit wider than he would have wanted.
Now he's got to do it from the green.
51.
Needs to pull up. He doesn't want to be straight on the green. And what a shot he's played there.
54.
He was almost
55.
straight on the green. So Mark Williams thought long and
57.
hard about that plant that he took on. And Ronnie said to the referee, the yellow's got to come back up again. But what a match we've had here. Mark Williams has been superb.
59. 62.
Doesn't matter about the brown.
Ronnie
Mark
O'Sullivan,
looks at the
62.
scoreboard. He's deciding whether to go and shake hands. Well, that's one of the snookers. Well, the brown's heading over the corner pocket. He needs 4 snookers at the moment. And now we will get the handshake. Yeah, he turns to Ronnie O'Sullivan and congratulates the Rockets. It's been a fabulous match. These two players have put on a fantastic show here this afternoon in the Alexandra Palace. And in the end, Ronnie O'Sullivan, well, he is back and he takes the match 6 frames to 5. Well done to both players.